Okay.
Alright. Now it's important.
Okay. You read the book. What you get on your knowledge roll?
20.
20? Okay, yeah. You read the book and you flip through a couple pages. A lot of it is basically like a good chunk of it is the same thing but repeated like 20 times in different sentences to make sure that who's ever watching it knows what they're doing. Kind of like in school. Anyway, but you did, yeah. But you figure out that, like, after you flip through a lot of the pages, you figure out that that you in confidence could probably figure out how to, using the book and you could probably figure out like how things work. But reading the book, you do figure out that you do find out that your suspicions were right. It is a form of cryogenics. A very complicated form of cryogenics, but it's like an ancient form of cryogenics way before it was invented. Probably from these mind flayers or some ancient race. But what do you do with that information? And Noelle's looking over your shoulder like she always does with you guys. She goes, are we going to try to free these people?
Yes.
She goes, okay. Anyway, so with the book in hand, what do you do?
I start following the book step by step.
So I need you to make a Arcana roll with
That will not do. Nor will that one.
okay, do you have medicine?
Hold on.
Okay.
I have Arcana and Medicine. Yes, I do.
Okay.
So you want those added?
I would say do any Arcana roll with your medicine modifier, and tell me what you get.
20. 50 is 80. 110.
Huh?
110.
Nice. So yeah. Now with a little cheat sheet, you know how to read this language. You're still not fluent, but with the book, it seems like you are. And Noelle watches your hand go back and forth like multiple times, and like up, down, sideways, and it's like your hand's like just flowing over this touch screen. And then eventually you hear as all the pods open up and the room is suddenly cold. You guys can feel the sudden temperature drop coming from the temple. It feels like you're in the Arctic.
What was that?
Freezing in here now.
Kayla's like, you guys want to go check it out? Because it's not natural for a cave like this to be cold like it is.
You feel that too, Roy?
Yes.
Yeah, it basically, you feel the air around you when she opened up the pods get like, it dropped like 10 degrees. It's like you're in like a meat locker. It's that cold.
Should we go check it out?
Sure.
Huh? What do you guys do?
I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. What about you?
Checking it out.
Okay. So you two, you get into it. You see Kristen at a pod that you probably won't be able to do it unless you want to roll a Arcana check. You could probably see it if you want to roll one too. What you guys get? What you get?
I got an 18 on the dice.
Nice.
37.
Okay. What you get?
What do I add?
Arcana.
Arcana. What's 18 plus 32?
50.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, 50.
Okay. Between the two of you, you can actually, when you get into this temple, and it's not a, well, right now it's not a, it's probably like a 10 by 10 temple. You see Kirsten standing in front of a pillar that looks kind of like a podium, but you see it's enchanted with like a frozen magic spell.
Mm.
You also see rows of pods that look like an alien brain.
Yeah.
And you see creatures from a kobold, a human, a humanoid rabbit, a orc, an elf, all in these pods. And they look asleep. There's a dwarf. There's some of the other, she probably has it written down, but there's human, and there's people in these pods, and they look asleep. But when she opened up the thing, all you notice, and you guys notice when you walk into the room, all these people that are asleep, they hunch over, and you see tubes hanging off of their arms and their bodies. And you see like a long, it looks like a tentacle, like leech looking thing in the back of their head that's connecting to that pillar. What do you guys do?
What is this?
Yeah.
Invasion of the Pod?
You guys can do a investigation check. You can. To see like what these pods are.
30.
Okay. When you touch the pod, or the glass part, I'll see what he says.
44.
Huh?
44.
Okay. When you two touch the glass pods, the brain casing is warm. It's almost like warm jelly. It's got that consistency. But the glass is solid. It's like frozen. Even though it's open, the glass is frozen. It's like you're touching like an ice cube. But you see, it looks like, and it's the same thing that she's seen. It could be your mind playing tricks on you because you haven't had water or a good night's sleep in a long time, or the lack of sunlight. But it looks like an ancient form of cryogenics. It has a heart monitor, a brain monitor, a lung monitor, all on the side of this, all on this glass of this pod. And when you get the pod is open, you are getting like a frozen Arctic gust of air. What do you guys do?
Have you seen anything like this?
And there's a door that's in front of you that has the same alien symbol, like what is like right in the back. behind Kirsten in front of a podium. And since you have you both have some arcana, all the pods are giving off that cold luminescence that the podium that she's in front of is giving off. It's like some kind of frozen spell. What do you guys do? What do you do? And the bodies are not moving. Their eyes are closed, but they have tubes. And it looks like some strange liquid going into the tubes going into these bodies. And all of the bodies have like this leech-looking tentacle thing attached to the back of their head.
Well,
So what do you guys do? And everyone's looking at you like, I've never seen this. Have you, Victoria? We need to save these people. They might be asleep, they might be dead, I don't know, but we need to save these people. You can't just leave them here for whomever to dissect, or whatever they are here for.
16.
Chris,
Yes.
what did you do?
I read the book.
And you see a book, like a little paperback book, that has, and that has like a weird language on the front of it, and it has like a mind flayer head on the book, on the cover.
So it's cursed.
Huh?
Is it cursed?
Well, you think by her holding it, the book is not cursed. It's some kind of teaching guide from what you're wanting, from what you know, from what you understand, from the way it looks, to read this language. And you see, like, carved in stone, and like an ancient language that you two do not understand.
Shopping with your parents can be
It's the same language that's on the door.
I'm going to speak to the manager. Mom!
So what do you guys do? What do you do, Kirsten? And Noelle's like freaking out because she's never seen this before. But she's trying to stay calm. With
Noel.
her childish.
Noel. Breathe, dear, breathe. I believe I'm gonna try and go up to probably the human one
Okay.
and detach the leech from the back of its head.
Okay. So, which one are you doing the one closest to you?
I guess.
Okay.
Hopefully it's the human.
Okay. So you go up on after you. I need a sleight of hand roll with a medicine.
Sleight of hand.
You have sleight of hand.
Yes, I have sleight of hand.
If you want to help, the same roll. The same way with you, Jackson. If you want to help her,
17 plus.
same roll.
Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand with medicine.
Medicine?
Yeah. Because you don't know
30.
what this.
78.
Huh?
78.
Okay. You go up to, it looks like a humanoid rabbit. Or in Abilene, it's called a rabbit folk. And you reach behind. You get to you too. You reach behind it, and you slowly detach that thing to the back of its head. And when you do, it looks like it's the thing. And then when you do, two eyes on the bar, this tentacle thing open up. They move around, and the thing and it looks like a diamond. Well, it's like this snaps at you as you pull it away from the rabbit. What do you do?
Get it.
Okay.
snap at
Okay.
me.
Yeah. I'll give you two in a minute.
Jordan is boss.
19 with, what shall we say?
You'll probably since it's in your hand, I'll give you an advantage of 1 because it is in your hand, but you are pretty close to it. And I'd say probably maybe like a stealth or like a sleight of hand, either one.
Okay.
So what do you get?
19. You'll have to wait.
Uh,
19 plus it's a ringtone for one app I have.
Okay. So anyway, what did you guys get? For your sleight of hand and medicine?
Medicine.
31 plus 36.
53.
Hmm?
53.
Okay.
I got 86. I added both sleight of hand and stealth.
Okay. So what'd you get?
73.
You got one.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, you slice the thing. This blackish purple liquid splashes on you, and you hear a loud screech inside your head. And you hear. It starts in undercommon. It sounds like a bunch of gibberish, but then it slowly translates to, "How dare you hurt one of my kids, you foolish cleric."
They always assume I'm a cleric.
But then once it destroys, you stab it, the voice is only there for like a second. The loud screech only is for a second, and then it goes away.
Can I hear that loud screech too?
Well,
My
you guys
supersonic
got
hearing.
So you guys pull out the
I
thing.
have supersonic. No, I have supersonic
No,
hearing.
the screech is on the air
Oh,
or head.
okay.
But what did you guys? You guys got pretty good.
53.
So you guys,
73.
You go to the human, do the same thing. You go to one of your, it's the one you pull it out of is looks like a dwarf, and both of you, when you pull out that
Tentacle.
pull the
Leech.
two that's in the back of their head. The same thing happens to you guys. Two eyes open up, and the mouth that was attached to the back of the head snaps at you guys. What do you guys do? It's in your hand. That this two-looking thing suddenly comes to life. The eyes open, and it moves around and starts snapping at both of you, trying to latch onto you two like it did to these creatures. What do you do?
I growl at it. And give it a good.
When you do it, it just reaches out and starts. It keeps snapping at you. It doesn't make a sound. It just keeps snapping at you because it's trying to latch onto you. But when you do growl, you see this long little tube thing shoot from its mouth and tries to latch onto you.
Okay, predator.
Not
That's
alien.
alien. I know.
Yeah.
As soon as I said it, I'm like,
Anyway, the same thing happens to you.
Shove a spear in its mouth.
Okay. When you do, it goes limp, it dies. You hear that same loud screech in your head, and you hear, "Foolish druid, you hurt one of my kids. Your indiscretion will not go unpunished." Just like she heard. What do you do? Because it's still snapping at you. It's shot out, there's like barbed looking tongue thing It's gonna latch onto you. It's trying to latch onto you.
I grab
But
the tongue. I grab the tongue and rip it out. But,
Okay.
it goes.
When you
Hey,
do,
you're strong.
the tongue flops. As the thing flops in your hand, but it goes.
Don't ever do that again.
It goes limp in your hand.
Wait, what did he do? I missed it.
But you hear the same loud screech in your head, and a voice that starts into gibberish, but it translates into a language you can understand too. I would expect more from a Helsing. You kill one of my kids, you will be next. And then it just fades away as it came. But then you notice all three of that you pulled the thing out of, the eyes open up. And all three of them say, "What the hell are we? Who are you guys? And what are we doing here? And what the hell is attached to my hand, to my body?"
I have literally no idea where we are right now. Oh, this is.
But the one that's in front of you goes, "Oh, fuck. A Helsing. Please don't kill me. I don't know what the hell I am."
What the fuck are you anyway?
And he goes, "Before I get put in here, I was a noble knight of the kingdom of Camelot. I used to be a part of the Round Table. But I don't know where I am, I don't know what time it is, I don't know what year it is, and I don't even know how the hell I got here. So first you want to explain to me who are you, and what is this? And what are these attached to my hands?
Like I've told you before. I
And
don't-
what the hell is in your hand?"
It's a tongue. The thing that was controlling your mind.
Okay.
I'm questioning it too.
The same thing, the same person, the rabbit and the dwarf come, say you guys the same thing. Who are you? Who the hell are where are we? Where the hell, what is this? And what the hell is in my hands? And who are you two? Or who are you and who are you? You know what the one in front of you is. What do you do? And he goes, "Well, and what about you two?"
Well, I turn around and sound that my name is Krista Dundragon.
Goes, "Okay. I am Beauregard, the famous of the rabbit folk. I am pretty. One before I was put in here, I was a captain in the Royal Rabbit Army. I hail from the kingdom of Waters Deep before I was put into here. And from what I can tell you, I don't know from there. And what do you do? You're looking, this dwarf comes to life and asks you, who are you? Where are we? What is this? And what the hell is in my hands?
Well, what's in your arms are a bunch of tentacle-looking things. You were in a pod, and we're just a group of adventurers. And we found you.
He goes, okay. He goes, and what are you, and who are you and what are you?
I'm a human and I'm a druid.
He goes, okay. And he says, name is Dore. I was the son of the dwarf king from the Mordella, from the kingdom of Mordella, if I would put into there. But you notice, at least the three of them that are awake are from normal bloodlines and normal families.
Mm-hmm.
That the aliens or the mind flayers took. And you're assuming the other ones are from normal families as well.
Question for you. How did you get here?
Because that's a good question. I don't know. All I know is that at one time I was in the same room with Arthur, Guinevere, and the rest of the Knights of the Round Table, and all of a sudden it went dark. There was a strange blackish smoke, and I woke up here. And then I was only awake for maybe 5 seconds, and then it went suddenly frozen cold, and I fell asleep until you woke me up. And he said, so he goes, and then the
Pretty
Zoravitz
much say the same thing.
tells you the same thing, and same way with the dwarf. And you think that the rest of the people, like I said, are from normal bloodlines or families as well. So what do you guys do? And so Noel's like, what do we do? So what do you guys do? There's still tubes in the arms of all three of them. You guys want to try to kill them?
20.
Cut them?
Slash 10.
Yeah. Try to cut him down.
Okay. So who's ever cutting, I need the same thing. It's a medicine with a sleight of hand.
20.
Because you still don't know what the pod is
31
and what
plus
is
30
what this
equals.
pod is
I got 81.
and what this spell is. Okay. When you cut the tubes, that same blackish green purple liquid splashes onto you, but this time instead of it, much like the tentacle, when you cut the tubes, where it lands on you starts freezing. It is the same liquid, but this time it starts freezing on your hand or wherever it splashes onto you. But it's only for a second, and then it fades away. But yours is free. He falls to his knees. What about you two?
78. I mean, no, 75. Sorry.
Okay, what about you?
75.
Sleight of hand with medicine. Okay, yours.
75.
When you cut the tubes, this blackish purple liquid splashes onto your hands and arms, and where it splashes starts freezing, but only for a second.
55.
Okay, same thing goes for you. Yours is free, it drops to his knees. Same goes for you. When you cut the tubes, the liquid that's inside, like a blackish silver or purple liquid, splashes onto you. Where it splashes, it instantly starts freezing, but only for like a second. And then yours drops to his knees.
Interesting.
So, what about the rest of them? What are you guys going to do with the rest of them? Because the rest of them are not awake. And only 3 of them did.
What should we do about the others?
How many do we have left?
I would say 2 on the side with the rabbit and the knight, and on the other side after him 3. But they're not awake; they're still asleep. You got a dragonborn, a lizard folk, another human, and a orc, and the elf. The elf and the orc are on your side, is on the same side as the rabbit.
No.
The other 3 are on the side of the dwarf.
Well, Victoria, shall we each take 2? And victimize them? And get the rest of them free? Since we've already pissed the person off?
I think we should.
Because nobody deserves to be trapped like this.
No. What was that thing you were reading?
It was an instruction manual on how to get the
Yeah.
cryos open.
And when on further inspection, once you get close,
I haven't gotten
Yeah.
further in the book yet.
yeah. But once you get close to it, from where the page that she's on, there's an alphabet with that strange alien language that's in Undercommon, and then there's numbers that have there's regular numbers, and then there's some that look like hieroglyphics with like dots for like numbers. But above it is all in this Undercommon. But it looks like she says, some kind of instruction manual on how to read Undercommon and how to work these pods.
And there's 4 left.
Yeah,
4 left on our side.
yeah. And 2 on the side with Jackson.
Noelle, darling,
She goes, yeah?
would you be a dear and give Jax a hand with the other one on the other side?
Yeah. Help out Jackson?
Yes.
Okay.
Noelle's gonna help you cut the others down.
She goes, okay.
Okay, get out of the kitchen.
You're not allowed in there. Oh my.
Now,
They didn't even ask to go in there.
no, it did not. Oh, that's a bad glitch. Bad glitch. Bad glitch.
Okay. Let's say Noelle, because she doesn't, she has sleight of hand, but that's fine. So, but I can still make it work. So Noelle struggles a little bit, but she gets out, and she freaks out, and you see her, within like a slow movement, she freaks out, like she does, and she stabs the thing with her knife. I actually see like this like liquid stuff splashes on her, and she gets the same, but and then she cuts it, the rest of it free.
Oh,
And then the
once
same
they're all
liquid
free,
wax
we're
splash on her,
accommodating the rest of them
freezes.
all at one time.
Yeah. And then, but hers is not. It doesn't waken. It just drops lifeless to the floor. What about you? It'll be the same thing. And what you get?
70.
You release the things, stab it, cut them down. But yours, just like Noelle's, doesn't waken. It just drops lifeless to the floor. Now back to you two. What do you do? You do the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
What shall we do with the ones that will wake?
First, we need to make sure that there's no other vital signs with them.
Yeah. And on your side, all except for on all are the same thing. They drop lifeless, except for one. The elf. The elf comes to life, and he's like, "This is not my home. Where the hell am I? And who are you two?"
Well, I am Kristen Dundragon, cleric, druid, and sorceress.
He goes-
People assume that I'm just a lowly
Yeah.
little cleric.
He goes, without missing a beat. He doesn't do it to you yet. He knows of your family. But with her,
Why does everybody know me?
he goes,
You're just too popular.
He goes-
It's the Van Helsing.
he goes, a Dundragon. I haven't seen your family in a long time. I used to serve with your dad.
My father's gone and my mother is trapped.
He goes, my condolences. The name's Alakad. I am the head of the Royal Elf, Army. I served right under your dad. I am, and you see with his armor that he still has, it's old, but it's not the newer models like you see in Abilene with the high elves, but it's a lower grade. But he's a high elf. And he goes, and a Helsing.
I should have dropped the Van Helsing.
He goes, and who are you?
I'm pretty sure, since you're aware of the family of the Van Helsings.
I know of I know your grandfather.
Abraham,
Yes.
he had a son, Gabriel. I'm Gabriel's daughter.
Because I don't know too much of Gabriel, but I
He's
heard
the
of him.
he's the brother that was unknown for a long time.
He goes, makes sense. I guess you are of that brother.
I am Gabriel's child, yes.
He goes, okay.
I'm Abraham's granddaughter, Victoria. Vic.
He goes, okay. But much like her dad, I also served with your grandfather. He helped out the elves back during the Calamity War. a lot. He helps us out a lot. So,
Which is kind of surprising considering that he was a vampire hunter and a werewolf hunter. Which
there's a lot about your grandfather,
Which is
dear
kind of
child,
old.
that you don't understand.
is kind of old that he was a werewolf hunter when we're cursed with the legend.
He goes, yes. But there's a lot about your grandfather that you don't understand.
Well, there's a lot I don't know about him either. He passed before
Right?
I knew
And
him.
he drops to his knees, but unlike the other three, he hasn't been in there that long. He stands up, but he's weak. He pulls out a little envelope and hands it to you. He does the same thing to you. What do you do?
What's the language?
The language, it's an elfish, which you both could probably read it.
I got
Yeah.
No, I just have the.
Okay, well then you can translate for both of them.
mm-hmm.
So I need you to roll a knowledge roll.
While she's.
Yeah.
20.
While
If
she,
you want to try,
well, because I'm thinking while she's rolling and translating.
Yeah.
You can heal him.
Huh?
You can heal him.
okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
You talking to the elf?
Put him in the elf.
Guard.
Guard?
Yes. I am the head of the High Elves, second in command underneath of your friends.
How hurt
Besides the easy pockmarks, what the tubes were, he goes, beyond that, I can manage. Do you might want to heal your three friends? The human down the hall is a royal knight. And down the ways, he might be in some use to you. I don't know about the dwarf.
Can you do a mass heal?
Anyway, what now? So what'd you get?
It's a 40.
Okay, you notice on yours, it's the you read. It's addressed to the to the Dungard family or your family.
Mm-hmm.
Hers is addressed to the Van Helsing family,
Cursed.
and then yours because it has an envelope, but it opens up into like a letter. You break the seal that's on it, and you know that the seal is the High Elf Council seal. Yours reads, "My dearest Kristen, by the time you read this, me and your mother have perished from this earth. But we will not be far behind. You will be always in your memory, always in your heart, dear child."